In a surprising turn of events, King Charles chose to honour his grandson, Prince George, with a distinguished role at the royal palace. While much of the media's attention had been on Meghan Markle's son, Archie, George entrusted with care the royal wooden train set a centuries-old family heirloom cherished by both adults and children alike. This rare and heartfelt gesture symbolises George's growing importance within the firm, marking his beginning the future responsibilities while keeping a connection to childhood joy and tradition. King Charles reportedly has little to no relationship with his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, as tensions with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue to persist. A royal insider claims the king's connection with his youngest son remains strained, making it difficult for him to bond with the Sussex children. Since their move to the United States, Archie and Lilibet have not visited the UK since 2022, and Lilibet has only met her grandfather once. The visit, which also coincided with Lilibet's first birthday, was made to mark the late Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Despite making occasional trips to Britain, Prince Harry has no immediate plans to bring his children or Meghan back. Meanwhile, former US President Donald Trump recently addressed the ongoing legal case concerning Prince Harry's immigration records, affirming that he would not take action to deport him. "I don't want to do that, I'll leave him alone," Trump stated on Friday. However, he did not hold back when speaking about Meghan Markle, adding, "He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible." Following Trump's remarks, a royal insider suggested that King Charles prefers that his youngest son remain in the US due to their lack of a relationship. Harry and Meghan have been a source of strain and concern for His Majesty. While he regrets not having a close relationship with his grandchildren, the distance provides him peace of mind. Whilst this is sad for Charles, imagine how Mr. Markle must feel. The monarch couldn't have met Lily that no children were actually brought to the UK. Harry will lay the blame for no relationship at the feet of his father, as he always does. Everyone else is to blame for just about everything. Also speaking of Harry and Meghan's children, the insider opened up on the state of their relationship with their paternal grandfather. While he is sorry that he does not have a relationship with his grandchildren in America, it is easier for his peace of mind that there's an ocean between him and Harry. In a move that has rocked the royal family, Buckingham Palace has announced a sweeping reorganisation of royal duties, effectively transferring several key ceremonial roles previously held by Prince Harry to his young nephew, Prince George. This significant shift has amplified the Duke of Sussex's worst fears about his waning relevance within the monarchy, casting a shadow over his status in the family he once served. The 10-year-old Prince George, who has been meticulously groomed for his future as king, will now assume multiple prominent roles, including several Harry previously held. This restructuring, widely seen as a strategic move to solidify the royal family's future, further distances Harry from the institution, especially after his departure from royal duties in 2020. According to palace insiders, this decision has been in the works for months, carefully orchestrated to ensure a smooth transition that reinforces the direct line of succession. The decision also aims to phase out peripheral roles, concentrating responsibility on those most loyal to the crown. Prince George, despite his young age, has already shown a deep understanding of royal protocol, a stark contrast to his uncle's more controversial public persona. A former royal aide noted, "This isn't just about reassigning ceremonial roles, it's about securing the monarchy's future and ensuring those who occupy these important positions understand their weight." Prince George, even at 10, demonstrates more dignity and respect for royal duty than his uncle has in recent years. This reorganisation comes at a poignant time, following Harry's latest media appearance where he again questioned the monarchy's relevance in modern times. His persistent critique of the institution, combined with his growing public distance from the royal family, makes this shift feel all the more significant, both symbolically and practically. One of the most notable roles moving to Prince George is the Junior Lord High Commissioner to the Scottish Parliament. This transfer all but severs one of Harry's last remaining connections to his former life as a working royal. Royal historian Dr. Margaret Whitmore observed, "Harry's greatest fear has always been irrelevance, and this decision confirms what many suspected. The palace has moved on from him and is actively filling his former roles with those who are unwavering in their loyalty to the crown." Since the announcement, sources close to Harry and Meghan Markle suggest the news has hit hard, with many speculating that Harry hoped to retain some connection to the monarchy. A source close to the couple said, "Harry always thought there might be a path back, some way to remain tied to the institution. But seeing these roles go to George, while understandable from a succession standpoint, makes it feel like that door is firmly closed." Prince William and Catherine, mindful of George's development, have reportedly played a key role in preparing their son for these new responsibilities. The young prince has already started making public appearances, showing a growing confidence and a natural ability to engage with the public. George seems to understand the importance of his role within the monarchy in a way Harry never seemed to, said royal correspondent James Henderson. The move is also a part of King Charles III's broader strategy to streamline the monarchy, focusing on the direct line of succession while phasing out roles that are peripheral to the future of the crown. This approach is intended to ensure the institution's survival while addressing public concerns about the monarchy's relevance and cost. For Harry, who once held a prominent position as the spare to the heir, this restructuring is a sharp reminder of the consequences of his departure and public criticism. He once captivated the public with his charm, military service, and rebellious spirit, but now watches from afar as his roles are reassigned to the next generation. Critics of Harry's decisions argue that this outcome was inevitable following his decision to step away from royal life and the subsequent criticisms of the monarchy. Harry can hardly be surprised, says constitutional expert Professor Richard Lambert. He chose to walk away from these responsibilities, and nature abhors a vacuum. Although the king is thought to have seen his youngest grandson on various occasions when Harry and Meghan lived in the UK, he is thought to have only met Lilibet once. Opening up about his children who didn't travel to Canada with their parents for the Invictus Games, Harry shared that he hopes Archie and Lilibet enjoy sports as they grow up. The proud father told, "Our kids are still so young, but Archie especially is asking those questions. I'm constantly trying to make sure that I get it right in explaining what's happened to and what we do at Invictus to try to make their lives better and give them a chance to redefine themselves and the power of sport. I'm hoping that my kids will take on every sport they want as well, because I think it's really important for all of us." Meanwhile, royal insiders reveal that this year's plans come amid a broader shift in the princess's outlook, shaped by her personal experiences over the past year. Following a private battle with cancer, Catherine has emerged with a renewed perspective, focusing on balancing her royal duties with her role as a devoted mother to her 3 children. According to sources, this subtle but significant change in approach will not diminish her commitment to public service, but will emphasize the importance of family and well-being. A close friend of the princess shared, "It's impossible to go through that kind of trauma and not be changed as a person. There's no hierarchy on the sheer terror of being told you have cancer, particularly when you have a young family you need to protect." The friend added that Catherine's resilience and grace in the face of adversity have deepened her empathy and sense of purpose, qualities that resonate strongly with the public. Catherine's stunning appearance and the couple's anticipated announcements have set an inspiring tone for the year ahead. With their blend of poise, modernity, and dedication, the Prince and Princess of Wales are not only shaping their own legacy, but also strengthening the future of the British monarchy. As they step into this new chapter, all eyes will undoubtedly remain on the couple, whose every move continues to captivate and inspire a global audience. The Princess of Wales joined young children to launch an interactive trail at the National Portrait Gallery on Tuesday, and she was just like one of the school mums as she played As she travelled to the arts attraction, Catherine helped to look after the youngsters, keeping them entertained by playing I Spy on the bus. One little girl, Grace, took a shine to the princess, but did not realise the identity of the special guest. Speaking afterwards, Liz Smith, Director of Learning and Engagement at the NPG, said of the princess, "I think she really was one of the group today, an unusual situation. She was part of the school party, like one of the mums and the helpers on the school trip, which always throws up some challenges. You could hear them shout their goodbyes at the end. It was so sweet." The route was created using the Shaping Us framework, which outlines 30 social and emotional skills that are crucial to living a healthy, happy life at all ages, and which the princess launched on February 1st. Bringing together two of her passions, art and early years development, the outing saw her join youngsters in activities designed around portraits to help them to use and develop these important skills. The trail at the museum is based on a magical tree with beautiful, colourful leaves, which thrives when surrounded by stories. Children were asked to help the tree by discovering the stories of people depicted in the artworks, exploring facial expressions, listening to audio recordings, and using props. Catherine joined the pupils and teachers as they explored how faces can express feelings and emotions, and as they were asked to think about their own lives, feelings, and thoughts while creating a self-portrait, which they could choose to feed to the tree to help it grow big and strong. Aimed at nursery and reception-age children, the trail is completely free and runs until 16th March. The NPG website is also offering related activities to do at home. The princess, who has been the patron of the NPG since 2011, also met its newly appointed director Victoria Siddall and chief executives and expert practitioners from 5 other galleries across the UK. Over the course of 2020, the Box, Plymouth, the Lowry, Manchester, Middlesbrough, Institute of Modern Art, National Museums Northern Ireland and Museums and Galleries. Sheffield will work with the Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood and the National Portrait Gallery to bring the Shaping Us framework to life through their own collections. Staff at the museums and galleries will also co-design a toolkit to help others across the UK to incorporate the framework into their offerings for younger visitors.